Hey, it's White Boy Chris. If the Pat Downs ever made you laugh, then join our Patreon and support us. Get bonus content, a t-shirt, or an autographed copy of Rabbit, Miss Pat's autobiography. Visit MissPatComedy.com for the link to the Patreon, and while you're there, join our Facebook group.
Welcome to another episode of the Pat Down. I'm here with Chris and Dion, and we're talking about crazy shit. The apologies that racist people give after they be done fucked up. We think they're hilarious. What you think, Dion?
Stay tuned, y'all. Y'all gonna love this one.
Bubba Wallace, who talked.
Oh, yeah, we did. We talked about Bubba Wallace and the fucking noose that supposed to be a gate ramp.
And we touch on Tupac.
Tupac is alive, and well, no, not really.
Stay tuned after the music.
You better get up, get out, and tune into this podcast. This Pat spit the truth, spit the real fact. Nothing but the ugly, classy at the same time. Pat got the flavor, these are not the same lines. It's the politics, she been on the real grind. It could be pretty but ugly at the same time. Just tune in, put your lock on the spin down. Ain't no need for the wait and turn it up now. What you talking about? Is it real though? And cut the game, you get no play like Nintendo. You wasted time, turn it up, nothing but the ugly. Straight off the top, everything she say, you know it's funny. Full blast, this a taste of the future. Listen on your iPhone, on your desktop computer. Share it, tweet it, ain't no way to beat it. Nothing but the ugly, turn it up and gon' repeat it. Nothing but the ugly, turn it up.
The fight tape that everybody asks about.
Oh, Bowers?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the one who showed me.
He showed everybody.
Yeah, it's awesome.
That's his only hope to fame.
I begged him. I was like, please show me. He goes, I can't show you. I go, please show me. He's like, no. So I come back. I'm like, please. I was like an annoying little brother.
I need to give it to the Patreon people, shouldn't I?
Oh, if
You absolutely do not need to release it at all. No, because someone will screen record it, and then it'll be all over the internet.
For beating up a small black guy.
Well, your career will be over, but it's...
I'm trying to be a mother on TV. I don't think that'd be cool to see mamas taking out their wigs, whooping other people's asses.
Well, they hear it every Tuesday.
They ain't never heard me whoop nobody ass, Dion.
Yes, they have. You get verbal beatdowns on the regular.
I never thought words were violence until I walked in this house.
That's why they always said black mamas don't have to. They just give you that look like, don't fuck with me. Each way we turn our eyes says a different thing.
Mm-hmm.
Don't fuck with me. Bitch, I ain't the one. Today ain't a good day. I'm ovulating. Just facial expression can say all of that shit. Am I lying, Dion?
No, you ain't lying.
White mamas can do that too. I told my mom to shut up one time. And she didn't say a word. She just looked at me. And I went, I'm grounded. I'm going to my room.
See, you would have never been able to do that with no black parent. I'm grounded. Ain't no such thing as I'm grounded. You're going to get fucked up. And don't you come out of your motherfucking room and I'm going to take the door off. So I want you to come out your room so I can take this door and break it across your motherfucking head.
There's a point where your mom can't hurt you anymore, no matter how much she hits you, and that's when you have to leave the house.
Personal experience?
Yes, once they start hitting you, you're like, "Can you stop? That doesn't hurt." Like you're gonna make yourself
tired.
Ramon
is there,
and it's like enough already. So you fake cry, you know, you're like, stop. It's just like, motherfucker, I'm not even hitting you that hard. It's like once it gets to that point, and they know there's nothing they can physically do to make you do what they want. They're like, you got to get the fuck out of here. You got to go.
Yep.
And that's what I like about, I'm quite sure other races does it too, but black parent, like at graduation, they be like, give me my motherfucking dough kick. If you make it at graduation, give my dough kick. You know, white kids get calls and shit. I'm not buying you shit. Give me my motherfucking dough kick. You got to get the fuck out. I mean, when we can no longer claim you on our taxes, you're useless.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of white kids listening at 27 living in their mom's basement to this.
Fuck yeah. But we don't play. I've seen, like, I met a couple one time, which makes a lot of sense. They was like 35 and they was married, living with one of the parents, and it was to save that. Actually, it was when Garrett was building houses, when my husband was building houses. Mm-hmm. This 35-year-old white girl just moved out of her mom's house, and she built like a $800,000 house in Buckhead, and my husband was one of the, they was building it for her. Which makes a lot of sense if you're gonna save, but shit, it's too hard in the black community to have an extra grown motherfucker who eat 2 loaves of bread instead of 3 slices now.
Yeah.
You got to go. And one thing we as I think, like, I don't give a fuck how poor you was not fucking at my mama house. My mama couldn't fuck because she had one leg and a child molesting boyfriend, so you couldn't fuck either. I mean, you would have to literally...
I weren't old enough to be fucking in your mama's house.
Well, we was fucking anyway, since you constantly like to throw that back in my face, Dion. But
Don't
we
blame
was
him for
fucking.
that.
Yeah, I know, right? Damn me for bringing up that you shouldn't be fucking in your mom's house because you weren't old enough to be fucking in your mom's house.
Well, we couldn't hunch in there either.
Good.
Hunching was off limit too.
I think most people don't hunch in their own home.
Oh shit! I had a dog. You remember my dog Pup Pup? He always used to try to fuck us, and I'm like, "What is wrong with you, Pup Pup?" We have on a little skirt. Pup Pup be like, "Ass, nigga, ass," and he goes straight for a little dick hanging out. We used to laugh at it too. So one day when dogs hunt you and shit, they go long and they'll nut all over you.
Oh.
I know Pup Pup used to always try to fuck us. If it wasn't the drunk people.
Just when I thought this show couldn't get any weirder.
Why did everything in your life try to fuck you?
I don't know.
The system was fucking you. The men in your life were fucking you. Your dog was fucking you.
Episode 80, we're going to find out a toaster tried to fuck her.
Only thing in your life that saved your life was roaches.
Fuck you, dear. You see one of the fans sent me a picture, say, "Miss Patty, this how your roaches saved your life." That shit was disgusting. I'm sitting there like, bitch, where you get this from? Who the fuck got roaches now?
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, everybody. I tell people, I be saying it on stage. I've been fucking since the 3rd grade. And people like, oh, I'm telling the fucking truth. So have you. Just nobody fucked you. Yeah, but
I'm so grateful I wasn't fuckable in the 3rd grade.
you ain't fuckable now, Dion.
Shit. You, thank God.
You a fucking stick, man.
You goddamn right.
If you cut out the light and move your arms, it's like a fucking drone.
What?
A drone.
A drone?
A drone.
Drone?
No, DRAWING.
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 I thought,
Yeah.
Are you calling me a stick figure? What the
Yeah.
fuck are you saying?
I said you like a drawing. You cut out the light and put a
I'm
spotlight
Jordan.
on you.
Yeah, I'm like Jordan.
No,
Game
no
6.
fucking Jordan, nigga. I said drawing, nigga. You's a stick man. You's a hangman, motherfucker. You know what I'm talking about. He's a hangman.
I'm triggered.
Huh?
Nothing. Said I'm triggered.
You triggered the what?
No, just never move on.
By the news. He's triggered by the news.
Oh, the news?
Yeah, Bubba Wallace joke.
Oh, yeah. Do you really think Bubba Wallace...
Did you see it?
So they released the photo that he was sent. And like when you look at it at the angle
That's a motherfucking news.
yeah, when you look at it at the angle he was at the photo he was sent, it's tied just like a noose. Like from the beginning, I thought it was a weird story, and I thought it was like the thing that I think is important is how NASCAR reacted and how they all rallied around him. People were showing up to the race wearing Black Lives Matter t-shirts. That's the cool thing. But like there was always clearly like some sort of weird misunderstanding that didn't make any sense with all that. But yeah, when you see the photo he saw, it looks like a noose hanging in a garage.
All the money
see it.
NASCAR spends, and y'all got rope to close your garage door?
Right, rope
What?
pull. Yeah.
Why?
Oh, that was a garage door closer?
I guess.
Yeah, it was a pull to close the garage, but like
Nigga, that is a noose.
these tracks are all older, and it's not like NASCAR doesn't
Well, who the
own.
fuck tied it like that, nigga?
Right.
You mean to tell me you couldn't tie a brick on the end of that?
Right.
I've seen niggas with no garage door openers, and they have everything from their kids to tie it on the end of these motherfuckers. You gonna double tie it like a I kill you nigga noose?
You know that Bubba Wallace, because he was pushing NASCAR to do the right thing, the amount of shit that he was taking in the weeks leading up to seeing that picture, things don't just happen in a vacuum. There's always build up to something. You know, so
somebody tied this like this.
They
from
say it's
being-
been like that since October.
it was there. It was
He
there.
probably never noticed it. Knowing him, he ain't opened the fucking garage.
Probably not. You know, he was sent the photo. Yeah, he hadn't been to the garage, but it was there. I saw photos of that garage with that quote unquote noose.
Quote unquote, my ass wipe.
the
Boy,
year
that's the news,
before.
nigga.
If you look at it from another angle, it's a garage pull pretty clearly.
That ain't. Let me ask you this, Chris. Mm-hmm. As rich as NASCAR is, that's a rich ass sport to waste gas. So you gonna tell me the only way you gonna open in a garage is you got to tie it like that at the top, like a noose?
No, because all the other doors that had ropes attached to them were not tied like that.
Yeah.
So that
That's
excuse
racist.
is bullshit. Like
That's bullshit.
You can't use
You
that
only
excuse.
tied a
Like,
nigga
no, if you look
garage-
at it at a different angle, it's clearly not what you think it is because you're like, no. Then why do all the other doors not look like that?
It was there the year before.
It doesn't matter. What difference does that make? That's not the question I asked you. The question
fuck
is
tied
why
like that?
Why don't all the other doors
Right.
look like that? That's the question you need
Because
to
he's black and they thought it would go unnoticed. And it did went unnoticed to all of this shit just kept rising and rising and rising.
Does it help to inform you that this was in Alabama, by the way?
What was in Alabama?
This garage, it's at the Talladega Speedway in Alabama. He's from Alabama too, by the way.
So is this the noose that they found that they thought that was in his garage?
Yes. Yeah, that's the
Of
photo.
course,
that NASCAR-
nigga, it's Alabama.
Right.
No one is tied so nice and neat. They can't tie their shoes and they can't spell and they ain't got no teeth, but they are professional noose tiers. Not all of y'all, just some of y'all. So don't be writing me with that bullshit because I ain't reading no long messages. I ain't God, and I don't try to figure out them fancy words you be saying. That's a noose. I don't give a fuck.
No, I totally agree. It's tied like a noose.
Tied like a noose my ass. Just say it's a noose, Chris. Stop being white. It's a motherfucking noose.
With the intent of pulling the garage door closed.
With an intent of pulling a nigga down.
I don't.
From a garage door.
Hey, you can actually kill a midget on that thing.
Yeah, or Dion.
Fuck you.
Skinny.
That was hilarious.
You're right. It wouldn't help to do me, but yeah. But
No, I would fall right down. That garage
You
door.
have
shut
to
on my-
weigh a certain amount of poundage in order to break your own neck. I would just be hanging from a garage door till somebody came got me down.
That's why I told Juma. I said, Juma, they crazy right now. You might need to gain them 300 pounds back. It ain't safe out here for you to be around here looking all fit and shit.
Yeah.
You might need to fuck your abs, nigga. I need your titties back to save your life. It's kind of hard to pick a fat motherfucker up and run off with him.
What about being strong?
No, I mean,
How long can you be strong with a
Right.
fat motherfucker on your back is what I...
yeah, I told him, I said, you might think about I would walk around the track today trying to lose me a few pounds. And I tell you, the world is so...
She belches macaroni and cheese.
I ain't eating no macaroni and cheese.
What track were you walking around?
Fuck you, a track.
The Hot Wheels track?
Please tell me Talladega.
No.
Down to Daytona, walking around the super speedway.
I went to Humber Park this morning to walk. I started yesterday because I'm trying to lose some weight. So fuck y'all, since y'all so fit. And Chris, you over there looking like Rosa O'Donnell, the stud virgin. So I don't even know what you laughing for. You need to be out
Here
there.
just looking like Miss Pat.
I definitely look like
You need to be out there walking with me.
I
So,
definitely look like the post view, Rosie.
I was out there walking this morning around Hummer Park in my neighborhood. And it's so funny because ain't that many black people here. It's the shit that's going on in the world just make white people, the good white people, overcompensated for for the bad white people. Yeah. And he's like, good morning. What in the fuck is wrong with y'all? I mean, they made sure they said good morning. I'm walking by them this morning and one dude literally passed me telling, good morning. I'm like, you walking backwards, sir. It ain't that fucking serious. I'm not accusing you of anything. Y'all leave me the fuck alone. I'm just trying to listen to T.I. Leave me the fuck alone. I know y'all good white people. Even the squirrels will overcompensate.
I think they heard the last episode.
yeah.
The squirrels in Humber Park, they some fat ass squirrels. And you talk about people living off government assistance. Them motherfucking, there's some well taken care of squirrels up there because everybody got sunflower seeds for them. So they walk up to you, nigga, what you got for me? What you got for me? I'm like, get the fuck out my way. And then these squirrels so good at begging, they know how to walk backwards in front of you.
Really?
Yeah, you ain't never been up there.
No.
They are the most gangster fucking squirrels I ever seen in my life. They literally walk up and be like, what you got for me? I ain't got shit for you, nigga. Get a job. You better go jump in somebody's roof and steal some shit. So I was walking this morning, Ashley running, my husband outwalked me like a motherfucker. And it was so funny because this little old white lady stopped me. And she's like, good morning. I said, good morning. She said, is he with you? I said, yeah. You scared of him? She's like, no. He just leaving you. I said, well, ma'am, his legs are longer. That's why he leaving.
Nigga, he tore his ACL. You slow.
Can't see in one eye.
He just came in for the eye doctor. They done dilate his eyes.
No depth perception. 14 miles ahead.
Talk about his legs is long. Nigga, you just walk slow.
And I was like jogging, and I still could not catch up with him. And I like to walk with no bra on because I like my titties to bounce up and down because I want my titties to exercise with me. I like to walk with no bra, so when I'm light jogging, my titties getting worked out too to tighten them up.
Is that how it
Did
works?
you read this on the Goop or what?
No, I just assume if I'm walking fast and my titties all out of control, we all exercise.
Burn more calories.
Yeah, burn more calories in the chest.
Probably some wisdom to that,
I
actually.
doubt it.
Boy, I came out there today, I was sweating so bad, my titty was sliding across my chest like ice skates. But I got my 2 laps in. I'm going to do 3 tomorrow. And I came out that motherfucker, I was just pouring sweat.
Now, when you say laps, is it it's a race? It's like a
It's a track.
high school track?
No, it's at the Hummer Park. I think it's a mile and a half, a mile.
It's kind of like through woods, and you kind of wind
Oh,
back.
It's a trail,
Yeah,
not a
it's
like
track.
like a
When
paved
you
trail.
say track, I'm thinking like
Yeah, it's a track that
track
you
and
could
field.
probably run if you was running track. I ain't going through them woods. I only went in them woods one time. That shit scared the dog shit out of me. I ain't fucking, because that one thing about Hummer Park, it lets out in so many different places. So you don't know who the fuck is in them bushes. Right now ain't a good time to be black in America. So nigga, I'm not going in there. They can jump out on me and I don't walk and I'm sweating. I can't run. I ain't got time.
Now,
no.
when she says by in the woods, let me paint a picture for you.
17 trees.
It's a paved asphalt trail where you could go 7 people wide through some trees that are lightly pruned. Like, it's not even close to like a nature park.
That's nature to me.
Remember she wanted to go camping?
Yes.
She don't even want to fucking go to take a walk in the woods.
Right.
With fingers.
Because there's so many, you don't know where people are coming out at in Hummer Park. So I'm kind of scared to go down in the woods. I just don't feel safe right now. So I'm going to stay on the main track and say, okay, people are crazy.
Yeah.
So I figure if somebody came out there and just decided to shoot motherfucker, at least I got open space to run. So I get shot in them woods. It might take days to find my big black ass down there. I just think outside the box.
How
like
deep does she think the woods are?
How violent do you think this town is?
that. Not violent, just white.
Far be it from me to disrespect your feelings, but if it makes you feel any better, there hasn't been a shooting in this town in at least 30 years.
I ain't trying to make y'all get on the back. You going to wait till somebody kill they white with the domestic violence. I can't do it.
I
I'm
ain't
just
mad at
scared.
you. Nobody wants to bring shooters out of retirement.
I know that's right. And I'm just extra cautious now because people just crazy. I mean, look at all these Karens streaming at people.
Yeah.
Did you see the video of the gay man who she flicked him off and called him a nigga, and when he went up to her and said, why you say that to me, Karen? She was crying and hiding her tag. You're ruining my life. I'm like, but you called a man, you called a man a nigga. I'm like, these apologies are killing me.
The apologies are a trillion times worse than the offenses. A trillion times. Did you see that one I tagged you in?
Oh, the Confederate lady who said, I'm going to teach my kids to hate you.
I didn't get a chance to watch it today.
Oh, it was so fucking funny.
Her apology didn't even make any sense. It made no sense for what she did. She said, I'm going to teach my kids to hate y'all and KKK life. And then she was like, yeah, I don't know what the KKK is. And I don't know.
I thought the flag stood for good stuff.
Is there audio of it?
Yeah.
All right, let's take a break and then pull it up.
It had nothing to do with the people there for the Black Lives Matter, because I was also chanting Black Lives Matter, which they do. And I was yelling, I was saying that to the girls that were screaming in my face. because I didn't, and it came out wrong is what it did. It came out so wrong.
What came out wrong?
Nigga.
So if you say that you were representing Black Lives Matter, why did you have the Confederate flag?
It was given to me. It was given to me on the property, and I just got so angry. It just happened. And obviously I don't understand the whole Confederate flag thing. And that's something that I've been learning for the last couple of days, the meaning of the Confederate flag. I always thought that it was about, uniting people together, not dividing people. I didn't understand that the Confederate flag meant hate. I just thought people didn't understand the history of the Confederate flag. Like, I don't understand the whole history of the Confederate flag, but I'm learning. And I would never, ever, ever hold up another Confederate flag in my life.
What?
That's what I said.
Where did this happen? What state?
Missouri.
Please.
Yeah. Dude.
The unity thing got me. I'm like, bitch, my vagina tighter than that.
She said the flag stands for unity. People don't know what it means. I don't know what it means. Then how did you know it stood for unity?
I don't get it.
Like, what are you talking about? Just say you fucked up. That's all you gotta say is, I'm sorry, I fucked up. You don't have to do any of that other shit.
Somebody named Bubba wrote that speech.
She was just literally talking out of her ass, making it worse.
They always make it worse. How about the nurse? Today, y'all, we're talking about white people, racist apologists. How about the nurse who said all of that ugly shit, who worked right here in
Fort Wayne.
Well,
she don't work no more.
She don't work. But see, the thing is, white people, you gotta stop being racist. And even if you are racist, keep the shit offline. Cause then you're gonna be unemployed and it's gonna be hard to employ you because Black Lives Matters and Black Twitter gonna follow you wherever you go. They gonna be checking for your employment.
Stop recording yourselves being racist. Stop that. Nobody needs to see. You don't need to see it. We don't need to see it.
I mean, this bitch was just this nurse in Fort Wayne. You seen that one? You missing all the good shit.
I sent it to you on Twitter. I sent it to both of y'all.
I watched it. What is it? You're not watching the racist people, man?
No, I have taken the last 3 days off.
I don't blame you.
I've had to get work done before I...
Saying, do kids get bullied at school? Well, yeah, it's wrong, but does it happen? Yeah, so you toughen up and you grow up. Like, stop blaming it on the bully. Like, become your own person. Rise above it. Doesn't mean that things, need to be changed so differently. Some things will always be. I have never been a part of slavery. I don't know anything about that. I'm not raising children who know anything about that. You don't know anything about that. So let's not pretend that our history, or that history, not even ours, because we're taking stuff out of history, right? Teddy Roosevelt. So let's not pretend like that has any reflection on today's society, because I feel like Black privilege is bringing that up and throwing it in white people's face so that they can get what they want and get respect and whatever else. And
okay, what did Teddy Roosevelt had to do with this?
All right, so
I knew you was gonna break it down, Chris. Break that shit down like break dance.
In New York City, there's the Natural History Museum. There's a statue of Teddy Roosevelt on a horse. And on either side of Teddy Roosevelt, on one side, there's a Native American, and on the other side is a black man.
Oh, that's the one they trying to take down.
And at first you go, oh, how could they take down Teddy Roosevelt? Then you look at the statue and you go, yikes, take that down. Like, I think
I saw the black man kneeling, but because is that the one that Trump just put all the National Guards around so they don't tear it up?
There's two. There's one by the White House with Andrew Jackson, and Andrew Jackson was super racist against. He's one of the worst presidents ever, especially against Native Americans. And then there's another one that was the Emancipation statue. And that is Abraham Lincoln with his hand on the head of a kneeling black boy, basically.
Okay.
And at the dedication, so I've been reading this book about Frederick Douglass by David Blight, which is really good. And he talks about that speech. Frederick Douglass gave this speech that basically made all the white politicians super uncomfortable because he was basically like, yeah, this statue's nice and that emancipation's nice, but your work is not finished. That was the last time that I think it wasn't until Barack Obama that a black person spoke in front of the president or some weird fact until like the late 20th century. It was like that he mentioned in it. But I say tear that down and put up a statue of Frederick Douglass because he's a badass. But yeah, that's...
The fuck you need statues for?
Right.
For what? You don't need them. You don't need them for anything.
Why do we need them for that? When you know it was, if we as a country want to get past this bullshit, why don't we all agree that all the hatred and the hurt and the division that these people did before us? What white people don't understand is that I don't fault you, people here now.
Yeah,
I fault
we're mad at the system, not
the
person.
system. Yes, because the shit that they put in places are still going on. I was telling you guys, I think I said this on the last podcast. I heard a Richard Pryor album from 1973 or something like that, and it said, the police will choke a nigga out. I'm like, God damn, Richard Pryor talking about this shit?
Yeah.
So that tells you nothing have changed. Nothing have changed. Literally.
50 years.
50 years, and we fuck the 400 years. We ain't gonna talk about that. But so why don't we do stuff in this country so to make everybody feel comfortable?
Therein lies the problem, because they don't want everybody to be comfortable. When they feel oppressed when equality happens, you're taking everything from me. I'm like, no, I'm making it equal.
It's not a pie. We're not splitting a pie. Like, it's an ever expanding.
We're supposed to be all eating the pie together.
That's right. Like, when women went into the workforce in the 70s and 60s and 70s, you created brand new industries like nonprofit industries, the healthcare industry, mental health facilities. Like, the more people accessing the economic ladder, the more jobs there are, the more economic. Like, then that's always my argument against all the anti-immigration stuff. It's like, look at the track record. The more people that have opportunity, the more wealthy everyone is, the happier everyone is. Like, stop being afraid. Like that, and that's really what it comes down to. Like, I'm always amazed at the people who are upset about a statue that is not in their community, not even in their state, that they've never heard of, that they're never going to see, and then they get outraged.
The white boy
about
telling y'all this now.
Yeah, like statues at the end of the day are about what value. The person is an avatar for the value being permanently cast in iron, right? So, like, when people put up a Thomas Jefferson statue, it's talking about the natural rights value of the United States. That statue is put up in despite of the flaws of the man, and it's dedicated to the idea. When you're talking about a Confederate statue, it's put up because of the person's flaws, because of the values of the man that are perverted and backwards. Mm-hmm. So by saying that getting rid of a Confederate statue, it doesn't mean that if you agree by taking down the Robert E. Lee statue or the Stonewall Jackson statue, like, it doesn't mean that you're going to get on this slippery slope towards Marxism, which is what a lot of right pundits like to make white America afraid of Marxists, because it's a Red Scare tactic. It's been used over and over and over. We talked about it in a previous episode. Like, you know, I get the discomfort with the political side of it, but look at the decency side of it. Like a statue with Teddy Roosevelt, who was a colonizer, a eugenicist, and a virulent racist, where he has a black man and a Native American on each side of him. What's the message there? The value there is
message is
colonization.
Bow down, niggas.
It's exactly
bow
right.
down, redskin. Bow down, niggas. That's what the message is.
So
we're superior. It's a white man standing over two other races that's supposed to be beneath the white race. I mean, Be honest with yourself. If you really got a black friend, or if you really want to learn something, just put yourself in this situation right here. If you really gave a fuck about black people and you wanted everybody to be equal, would you really want to walk in that park and see that statue with somebody that don't look like you and not imagine how that statue make them feel? Because when we see that kind of stuff as Black America, Mexican America, Native America, that shit is fucking painful. To see a white man, when I saw that was the first time I think I ever really saw the statue. I was like, what's the big deal over this statue? And then I Googled it and I was like, what? I didn't even see the Native America. I saw the black bones, like, whoa. And you know, that's a form of disrespect to black people. Yeah. You cannot touch black people on their head. Am I right or wrong, DM? No. We're taught as a kid, for some reason, it's like, bow down, nigga. Do not touch a black person on their head. They will fight your ass.
Really?
Hell yeah. It's racist.
What's I've never heard that. What's the...
It's the same thing as calling a grown man boy. Okay. It's just to show you that you're not on the same level. It's a disrespectful thing. You don't pat people on the head like they're fucking dogs.
Right.
You would never do that to a white person. You would never do that. For some reason, they thought it was okay to do it to black people. It still happens.
I think when they do it, they know we don't like it. And that's why I beat up Mike Gardner, remember?
That's not why you beat up Mike Gardner.
Yeah, he touched my head one time.
You beat up Mike Gardner because he was a piece of shit and he deserved it.
Yeah, he beat it. Yeah, I had to beat this white boy up at the club, y'all, because that was the first time I ever heard the word cunt.
Well, you're not the first person to beat him up that I've heard of.
No, I beat him up first, but so I'm the winner. He called a white.
She opened the ass whooping floodgate.
Oh my God, I had never ran into a white person like Mike Gardner before. And you know what kills me? Because he would say, I didn't realize he was racist, but he was very racist. And he would say he mad at black Americans when he was in high school, they whooped his ass. Another comedian here, Troy, used to say the same thing. And I'm like, well, I'm not the nigga that whooped your ass. You should have went somewhere and learned how to fall. I don't got time for that.
See, and that's another, it's like they think they got their ass whooped because they was white. They're like, no, you got your ass whooped because you was assholes.
Right.
You couldn't fight.
That's why you got beat up.
Right.
It's because you were an asshole and you pushed a button that you shouldn't have pushed. You wrote a check your ass can't cash, and that's why he was running to Avery. Help me, Avery, help me. Avery just looking at him like, nah, I ain't got nothing to do with all that.
I was whooping his ass. He called me
ignorant black bitch.
Ignorant black bitch. Now I said I can take the black bitch, but I've come too far in my life to be ignorant. And I hit that motherfucker with my weak arm, and he hollered like a bitch. I hit him with my left hand because I'm right-handed. I hit that motherfucker so hard upside his head. He's like, oh, you hit me. I said, and I'm about to hit you again, nigga.
Yeah.
And I beat that motherfucker all over that copy and paper in that cabinet. He's like, help me, Avery. Help me, Avery. Avery said, I ain't got nothing to do with that. I said, Avery got a goddamn thing. I beat that motherfucker down. He gonna call the police on me. But because I asked him, I said, why would you? He called a white woman a cunt. And I don't know about no goddamn cunt. Bitches make us mad. I'm like, what? Black women don't fucking react to no cunt.
I was 18 before I heard that word.
Really?
I ain't started hearing cunt.
I had no idea what it was.
I bet, yeah, I was older. And now, like the British and the Australians say it like we say bitch. Yeah. It means nothing to them, but then like you hear it when you're in high school or college and you're like...
I just know that if you dial those numbers in the telephone, you get to talk to a nice lady.
What?
What? Put your phone down. You can't afford that.
If you dial 1-800, she's a happy person. If she's that word, you get to talk to a nice lady for a fee. Yeah, the sex hotlines use those words all the time.
2868.
Yeah.
Dial it, Chris. See what they say.
1-800 or 1-900. You remember 900 numbers?
I think it's 800.
Do not call that. They charge you by the minute.
Oh.
Just call it, see if they answer.
What's the number?
1-800, she's a cunt.
1-800, she's
I don't think it's 2 minutes.
Cunt.
I can't believe you're actually calling it.
Thank you for calling Arrowhead Credit Union.
Well, that's not... Somebody's getting fucked.
Arrowhead. That's a credit union now. Thank God they don't found Jesus.
Oh, that's so fucking funny. I don't think they know their phone number is 1-800 she's a cunt.
This podcast is big enough that somebody knows somebody that works there and they're going to find out, though.
That's hilarious.
1-800 she's a cunt.
It's not on their marketing material.
You know who I used to think was real when I was coming up? the black lady who was the fortune telling lady.
Cleo.
Yeah. She was a fucking thief. You know, she died a couple years ago.
They locked their black ass up.
They did because we used to call for the lottery numbers.
Call me now for your free reading.
Why they lock me Cleo up?
Because she was a fucking fraud. She was stealing all those people's money with her fake ass readings.
For real?
Uh-huh. I think she was part of a pyramid scheme too. I think that's why.
But nobody really can tell you. I don't believe in that. Look into the palm of my hand. Bitch, I'm ashy. You can't see.
When you're in school, like your lifeline, which the one
look,
from the,
you got an M. Bitch, everybody got an M in their hand. Stand for MasterCard if you going to give me one.
Mine stands for masturbate. Weird.
MasterCard, motherfucker. Masturbate. But I
wonder who, if they read your palm when you were a kid, would they tell you were going to get fucked by your dog?
Yeah, I wonder too, Dion. I could have stopped some of them molestations. My mama should have took me to one of them voodoo bitches. You know, what are they called? Palm readers? We couldn't afford that shit.
Stay away from pup and roller skates.
I was in Atlanta, right?
You know what's fucked up is they probably would have read it as a good time.
Fuck yeah.
You got a dog and roller skates. You're gonna have some fun in your life. Little did you know.
I was in Atlanta, and my rental property is right where my first kid's father worked at. So he's like, "Come by here." Did I tell y'all this last week?
No.
Not.
He wanted me to come by his job. I'm like, what you want me to come over there for? I said, I'm working on my rental house. He's like, come on over here. I'm going to take you to lunch. I got 2 coupons to go to Popeyes.
Coupons to take you to Popeyes. Shit never changes.
I said,
Nigga, you can only use 1 coupon at a time. You got 2 separate orders, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Get yours separate. So I can
I said, I got 2 coupons for $1 off. I said,
I'll get you later.
I said, dude, I can't go eat in front of you. You look like Count Dracula and shit.
Mwah.
I can't go eat. I can't go eat with you now. So
you didn't go eat with him?
Nah, you know what?
You're way nicer than I would ever
I'm
be.
fucking stunned that you even told him you were in town.
He saw on Facebook I was in town. But you know what? I can't hate when I tell y'all this all the time. When you hate something or somebody, that hate will control you. Like my daughter hates him. I just can't hate anybody, even the people have done me dirty. So as I was saying, he offered me 2 coupons and take me out to eat right for lunch.
I mean, he owes you a meal. Why you should take him up on it next time?
No. First of all, Bojangles is better.
Yeah, but they don't have 2 coupons.
Yeah, so he like, let me take you out for a chicken dinner. I got $1 off, and I'm like, nigga, no.
Dion, you're a man who goes out with ladies. You don't pay, but if at least
on the first date.
Oh, okay. Like that's the worst game ever. Is to saying let's go here. I have a coupon. That's like.
It's a bad look.
Yeah.
I have to agree. It's a very, very bad look. But at the same time, once you get with somebody, it becomes the norm.
I don't want him to be. He likes to stare at me, and it grosses me the fuck out.
Yeah, I bet.
He looked like he would kidnap me, and then
Again.
fuck y'all. And then he don't know how to eat like a man. He be dropping shit and he buck teeth and.
You don't know how to eat like a man.
Cause he got buck teeth. So
Can you picture him? Can you cut up my chicken tenders, please?
I was thinking like face down on the plate.
No, cause he got buck teeth. So a lot of time his teeth get the chicken before his mouth even open. You like, why don't your teeth take off first?
Go gadget teeth.
Yeah, so
I'm the buck teeth.
And then he buck too, so it don't all hold in. You can literally see the chicken flapping up under the buck teeth as he chew. So it just but I try to be.
You would lose your appetite on the coupons.
Yeah, I mean, I just don't. It's not my cup of tea. It just a lot of times you as a woman you date something and then you look back, you like, how in the fuck did I do that?
Because you weren't a woman. That's how you did that. You were a kid. You would have never. As a woman, you would have never dated that dude like him.
I'll stop with the underage joke.
No, I'm just saying, like
I wouldn't have dated him.
Exactly. He's not your type of dude.
He worse than me. If we got together now, there's no Google. I mean, if there's no Google, we couldn't spell shit.
There's no.
I'd be proofreading 2 paragraphs.
You wouldn't get through here. At least you know what I'm trying to say. Oh, Miss Pat, that was dat. You just forgot the A in the dat. Them motherfuckers just put the T in. You like, what's it, dat? No, I don't think so, sir. That's just T. So he just, I mean, and then he like to reminisce. I don't like to reminisce because I don't remember him.
Yeah.
And he gets so mad. And it's the main thing he keep bringing up. Remember? Do you remember when we went to Florida? I said, nigga, I ain't never been to Florida with you. I don't know why you keep bringing up. There was some other young bitch you had in Florida. It was not me. I've never been to Florida with you, nigga.
As if he couldn't insult you more.
But he always we went to Florida, went to the beach. I said, no, nigga, the first time I ever went to the beach was when I met my daddy. He took me to meet his sister, and we went to the beach, and I had never been to the ocean or the beach, and I got in the water, and I was like, who the fuck put all this salt in this water? And I went back to my auntie, and I said, somebody poured salt in the water. And she looked at me and said, bitch, it's the ocean. I said, oh, first time I ever been to the ocean.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's a great response. Oh.
That's not Kira responding to everything. He just so stupid. He like, why you do that? Oh. Oh. But yeah, so I was like, I've never been to Florida with you. But he loved bringing up Florida. I keep telling him it's some other bitch who you thought was me that was not me. You know, he was so dirty. One time, my brother had this girlfriend that he was dating. My brother stopped dating the girl, and he started dating the girl.
No.
And when she broke up with him, when it got my dumb ass, this how dumb I was, to beat her up. I'm beating her up like, why you dump my boyfriend?
I quit this podcast.
That is the most ignorant shit I think I've ever heard.
Why did you break up with my boyfriend? I'm going to beat you up. What?
Because he asked me to beat her up because he hurt her feeling. And I was so young.
Did it hurt your feelings he was cheating on you?
I don't know, dude. But what I did was I went and fuck you, Chris.
I love it. It's just so...
It's some bullshit.
Some ignorant grade A dumb shit.
He took me.
I don't know what's worse. The fact that he asked you to do it or the fact that you actually did it.
I'm sitting here like, as you're telling the story, you're like, why would she beat up her ex-boyfriend's new girlfriend? And then you you were still dating him. What the fuck?
He was still sleeping with me, but she was a girlfriend now. And he was like, she broke up with me, so I'm going to need you to beat her up for me. And I'm like, oh, okay.
No.
I go over there
That
and beat
must have
her
been the most confusing ass whooping.
Right.
I know, but that's how stupid. Sometimes I sit back and what I can remember of him, I'd be like, I was so fucking dumb. No, just dumb. I mean, it's almost like when you know your mother didn't teach you anything about boys or life or men, no guidance or nothing. I mean, everything I went through, I literally had to learn by falling down and getting hit across the head with a bat. You know, I'm like,
Stop laughing, Dion. It's a tragedy. What do you?
It's not a tragedy.
I want to laugh too, but it's not right.
No, it's funny now because I look back and I was like, "Fuck, I was so fucking dumb."
Yeah,
literally, he would have a baby, and then the girls would come over to my trap and fuck with me, and I'm like, I didn't tell you to have a baby by the nigga. He wasn't taking care of my kid. Why the fuck would you go out? One bitch said, I'm gonna have 5. But I said, well, that's 5 checks you ain't gonna get, bitch. You ugly motherfucker. I fought so many bitches over him. So many. He told me, this is what he told me that was funny. So remember I told y'all a story. He told me he had a baby named Tupac. I didn't tell y'all that.
No, I would have remembered
How
that.
do you want it?
So he said
underage love.
Goddamn. Y'all so damn
In the city, got some coupons. Getting chicken, y'all. Getting chicken. Let me welcome everybody to some child molestation.
So let me tell the damn story. So he said he had a baby. So he said he had a baby by this lady who used to be a fortune teller, right? And the baby was named Tupac. So he told me.
It just gets better than fortune teller.
I can call him and tell him. I'm not lying.
I think she would have seen her future with its asshole.
Let me finish.
Keep going. Keep going.
So he told me the other day when he was trying to take me out to the coupon chicken lunch. And I said, what happened to your son Tupac? He said, get what, Rabbit? I said, well, he said he called up there and talked to her daughter one day. She was like, hey, your mama there? He's like, yeah. He said, oh, how Tupac doing? And the daughter was like, Tupac? He dead, ain't it, the singer? He's like, no, my son ain't Tupac. She said, my mama ain't got no child named Tupac. Now, by now, the child's supposed to be like 25 years old. So this lady been keeping up this Tupac lie for 20-something years.
But he's such a bad father, he doesn't know.
Oh, my God.
I don't know who baby picture he was getting, but come to find out, the Tupac baby wasn't even real. So I told him, I said, it's kind of good, you know. That's a baby you can take away now.
Oh, my God.
So he was pissed because he thought he had 4 sons and he only still got 3.
He wanted his legacy cemented.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So he didn't. He told me last week he didn't have a son named Tupac, and I was like, that didn't sound right anyway to name that child.
I see no changes.
It wasn't no changes, nigga. She kept that lie going for over 20-something years.
How the fuck do you not know?
Because he's not a father.
He never
be involved.
Oh.
I told him, I said,
Oh,
wouldn't
my
it be
God.
crazy? You never asked to speak to the child. He in his 20s now.
Exactly. There's no graduation. You wouldn't think like, I wonder if he's going to graduate. Am I invited to the open house?
No, because he didn't graduate. I remember when he came to Ashley graduated. She showed up back in the day. Remember that little balloon that used to be on top of the little candy thing? Back cost like $5. He brought her that for a gift. And he was dressed in like a 3-piece suit. And I was like, you could tell he had never been to a graduation because it was outside. And everybody was like, why is this nigga overdressed like this? Like he had them little church shoe that would turn. You know them shoe that you put in the back of the closet so long they turn up in the front because they just tied. And he thought he was sharper than a motherfucker. He wore an alfalfa haircut with the little part in the middle with the little finger waves going down the side. So he showed up. And all my girlfriends sat down. My caseworker, Miss Chambers, it was the funniest shit ever. So we all sitting there, getting the graduation about to start. And I said, Miss Chambers, I want to introduce you to Ashley Daddy. She pulled her glass down. She said, no, you need to go on, stop playing. Right there in his face. And everybody like, that's Ashley them daddy, because he's so fucking ugly. and they couldn't believe it. They could not believe it. And he's sitting there in a 3-piece suit burning the fuck up at a graduation. I'm like, why you dressed like you going to a funeral? And all the pictures we took with him, and I think I said this before, did not come out on a little Polaroid camera.
Really?
Not one of them. And we took a shit ton of pictures, and none of them showed it. None of them came out. And then when Nakil graduated here in Plainfield, he had the audacity, y'all, to call me and ask me could I buy him a plane ticket to come to the graduation. What? I said, well, nigga, where you gonna stay at? With y'all? I said, no, the fuck you ain't.
Oh, my God.
Fuck you look like staying in the house with me and my motherfucking hub.
Fucking B from Abducted in Plain Sight. That's what he looked like.
Damn, your mind think quick, Dion. That is a good reference,
This
nigga.
nigga is the wildest motherfucker.
He is wild.
What are the chances we would ever have him on the podcast?
Oh,
He funny too.
oh, no.
Go to Atlanta. He might not do it on the phone.
I kind of want to see him.
You do?
I want to see
Dion,
him.
you seen him, didn't you?
Yeah. He looked like skinny Nakil.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Nakil ain't that ugly. Nakil definitely got his nose, and I keep telling Nakil, just hold on. As soon as I get some TV show, I'm gonna get that nose cut back, nigga. I'm gonna get you a Michael Jackson nose. Nakia got like 3 people's nose on his face.
Wanna be starting something.
Man, it would take them to cut for days to get him a real nose.
Chainsaw.
Because it's all the way, if he smile, his nostrils on the side are set on top of his cheekbone. That's how wide his fucking nose is. So I'm gonna, I need to do a GoFundMe for Nakia nose.
Does he not like his nose, or you don't like his nose?
I don't like his nose because all of that buildup is in it.
That's an irrelevant question.
He don't want to go have to endure the surgery because you don't like his nose.
Yeah, I'm gonna get all of us plastic surgery. I told Juma today, I said, when I lose weight, we're gonna go and get our stomach tucked together. Because he lost all that weight, he got a little extra skin.
Yeah.
And then your arms.
Right.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna get Ashley those teeth that stay up in her head.
What's wrong with her teeth?
Child.
They stay up in her head like bats in a cave.
Yeah, don't even get me started with my goddamn family.
Is that wisdom teeth?
No, I'm gonna get her. What is it called?
The implants?
Implants.
Oh, she's lost teeth. Gotcha.
She got no lost teeth. I'm just gonna get her some implants all the way across her mouth. That just gonna boost that ego right on out the door. There gonna be a lot of implant pussy eating right there. So we're gonna end that on Ashley Eat Pussy. We all know that. Thank y'all for tuning in to another episode of the Pat Down. I think we had a pretty good time today. Thank y'all so much for tuning in to another episode of the Pat Down. Make sure you check out my website at misspatcomedy.com for all of my social media, my tour dates, my book. Make sure you spread the word about my podcast. Please rate and review. Please rate and review and share. Thank y'all so much, y'all. I've been Miss Pat.